Hola mis amigos, my name is Brock Page and I do random sports picks for fun. I went 2-1 in my picks for last night's NBA action, bringing my total win percentage to 60.07%. That said, let's keep it going and take a look at our next game. I'm talking about Game 5, Cavs at Celtics. We're looking at an 8:30 Eastern start at the Garden in Boston. Cleveland's minus 8.5 against the spread with the total at 214.5. Currently, the Cavs are heavily favored on the money line, laying 550 betting units. And at the moment, 57% of the bettors think Cleveland will seal the deal. Speaking of sealing the deal, things are looking kind of shaky when it comes to the Cavs covering the spread. They failed to cover their last two straight, and they're 43-51 against the spread overall in all games this season. Cleveland's also struggled against the number in head-to-head matchups with Boston, covering just 3 of 8 games overall this season. Even worse, the Cavs covered just 22 of 47 road games this season and a measly 8 of 21 games at the current point spread. Unfortunately for Cleveland bettors, they're facing a Boston team who's covered their last 2 consecutive games, and they're 5-3 against the spread in head-to-head matchups with the Cavs. The Celtics are also 54-45 against the spread overall in all games this season. In addition to all that, Boston's a respectable 16-12 against the spread as the underdog, and they're 24-15 against the number versus teams over 500. All that said, the case for Boston may not be a given, as there are some significant trouble spots that should concern Celtics bettors. Boston's covered just 22 of 50 games at the Garden this season. Even worse, the Celtics have covered a pitiful 20% of their games as the official home underdog. All that said, the case can be made for either side, and I have significant concerns for bettors siding with either team. Picking a winner is going to be tough, so I'm going to procrastinate just a little bit more and take a look at some total point breakdown. And to be honest with you, the pick on the over-under is going to be just as difficult as the spread. Out of the series 4 games, 2 games have gone over, 2 games have gone under. Out of the series 2 games played at the Garden in Boston, 1 game has gone over, 1 game has gone under. Out of the series' last 2 games, both teams are averaging exactly 215 total combined points. Similar to picking the spread, the over-under will be equally as difficult to select. Having said that, the time for talk is over. Estoy lista. Let's go ahead and shoot some darts in my underwear with some severely misguided sports picks in my 2-bedroom apartment. All right, when it comes to the spread, Cleveland has plenty of trouble areas, and Boston seemingly flourishes in several categories. That said, the Cavs are 42-37 against the spread as the favorite, and they're 19-15 against the number as the official road favorite. Keep in mind, while as the favorite this year, Cleveland was covering double-digit spreads on a consistent basis. With all this in mind, the series is 3-1. This is a closeout game, and Cleveland's giving up single-digit points in this one. It's for these very reasons that when it comes to the spread, I think Cleveland minus 8.5 gets the job done against the number. When it comes to the total, I said the case can be made for either side. That said, both teams are averaging 219 total combined points in this series 2 games at the Garden. In addition, 2 out of the series' previous 3 games went over the line prior to Game 4. For some reason, the scoreboard's been getting lit up this postseason in Boston. I look forward to that trend continuing. So when it comes to the total points, I think this one gets over 214.5. And when it comes to the money line cash, I think the Cleveland Cavs win it on the road and advance to the NBA Finals. Well, folks, that is going to do it for me. Nos vemos la próxima. But I got to give a special shout out to the eBay store Picks for Sale for the awesome merchandise today and the wardrobe. And I also have to remind you that I am not a sports betting expert, nor do I implore you to take any of my picks. A wise man once said, good ain't free, and free ain't good. If for some reason you decide to use the free information on this program, you're utilizing it at your own discretion. Most importantly, if you're betting any of these games, do it safe, do it responsibly, and most important, have fun. For Brock Page Productions, I'm Brock Page, and have yourself a positive day.